Aziza hasn't heard from her 22-year-old son Bilal in over a year. She is one of the hundreds of Tunisian mothers whose sons went to Syria to join rebels fighting against government forces.
Bilal was a good, caring son. He was the main breadwinner for the family, especially after his father died 2 years ago. My heart breaks for him. I'm sure he's kicked, beaten and tortured in Syria.
She shows me a list from the Syrian government of foreigners captured fighting in the embattled city of Aleppo. Bilal's name is there. The jihadist phenomenon is raising alarm on the streets of Tunis. Many secular Tunisians blame mosque sermons for recruiting young men to jihad in Syria.
Before the Tunisian revolution more than 2 years ago, state surveillance of mosques was a fact of life. In today's Tunisia, the state has lost control over many mosques to Islamists known as Salafists, who adopt a strict interpretation of Islam and use some mosques to preach for jihad.
Many Salafi sheiks are proud of the young Tunisian jihadists. For them, jihad in Syria is a heroic and justifiable act in defense of oppressed Sunni Muslims.
Let's imagine that the British government decided to attack a region with Scud missiles to stamp down a peaceful rebellion. Europeans are watching entire families being slaughtered on TV, day in, day out. What will the young do? They will flock in droves to England to protect the oppressed.
This is a recent rally for supporters of the secular opposition. The protesters accused the Islamist-led government of turning a blind eye to the rise in radical Islam after the revolution and of not doing enough to prevent young Tunisians from traveling to Syria for jihad.
We didn't revolt against a dictator to now deny people freedom of movement. Police state tactics don't work. The only way to counter radicalization is dialogue and moderate preaching.
It is the waiting that is hardest for parents like Aziza. Tunisia has cut diplomatic ties with Syria, so getting any information about captured Tunisians is difficult. And the charge her son faces is serious, belonging to Al-Qaeda, which could carry the death penalty. Ahmed Maher, BBC News, Tunisia.